And we are off.
Side out.
And Layne Sleeth playing alongside Lina Padegimaite. Those two have played a lot of matches together.
0-0-1
for MLP on the Brooklyn Aces in 2024.
Point.
There is a slight breeze coming from the Black Bears
1-0-1
back towards the smash, and a little bit at an angle as well. So keep an eye on that, especially on the third.
Second serve.
As we see Martina Frantova going for the crash there off of the
1-0-2
Rives drive.
Great defense there from Lina. She's just getting one more ball back, and then an overhit from Martina. We'll see if Paula and Martina will switch, or if they're playing straight up right now, it looks like. We'll see if that continues throughout the match.
And these ladies came ready to play. What a point. What defense there from the Black Bears, Eric.
Yeah, we didn't wait long for one of the best rallies of the whole event here. That was amazing.
Second serve.
That point gets California on the board. Knotted up at 1 here early.
1-1-2. Side out.
A little off speed there from Martina, caught Lina a little off guard. She was expecting that to be a little bit harder, and so just missing that one. So 1-1, headed into a side out here for Florida.
Second serve. One, 1-2. Side out.
And just the hustle there from Sleeth just to keep that ball in the court. Rives a little too much on that one. Looking to hit a winner.
1-1-1.
Sending it long.
Second serve.
Great defensive play there from Frantova. Sleeth had an overhead that she just reset back into the kitchen, and that really helped them change the momentum of that rally.
Side out.
Nice angled put away there from Frantova. These two teams did play at the first Challenger event at MLP Austin. Florida winning that matchup 3-1, but California did take the women's doubles game.
Yep.
Second serve.
Yeah, that was the only win for the Florida Smash in Austin, so they're looking to get off the schneid here and picking up Paula. They think that they might have something going here, so we'll see how they fare throughout this whole entire event.
Side out.
Even though that didn't work out for Florida there, I love the aggressiveness from Frantova. Once she was able to poach, she stayed in the point and just didn't win it, but that's a great move.
Second serve.
And Eric, you talked about kind of the windy conditions so far here in San Clemente. A lot of teams will try and drive a little bit more in that wind. Do you think that could play a role into that decision from Florida to really opt for this drive and crash early? Yeah,
for sure. And the wind, I said it was going one way, and then it went another way, and then it went a third way. So I do think it is swirling. We just saw 2 missed returns here, and those thirds and serve wasn't the greatest. So I think wind is playing a factor. I would expect to continue to see more drives.
Point.
And we are seeing that wind just continuing to sail the balls a little long. California on a run here.
4-1-2.
4-1 now.
She called it out. Point.
And that one called wide.
Florida's looking at, they're wondering
5 times, right? So you get used to seeing a lot of the same players, the same matchups as we get the call here.
Overturned. The ball was in.
The call is overturned. So that call does go Florida's way. Get the serve back. That's a big potential momentum swing here for the Smash. They seem to be reeling a little bit. Now they've got the serve back on their side, trailing at 1-4.
1-4-1. Point.
And Frantova gets some help off the net, but just a well-constructed point there at the kitchen line. Florida may be looking to try and slow things down. It feels like they haven't really gotten into that many dink rallies so far into this match.
Especially on their own serve. Yeah, I would agree.
But no slowing down there for Martina Frantova.
Two net cord helpers for Florida, and all of a sudden, and like we always say, pickleball is a game of runs, and 2 quick net cords, and they're right back in this.
3-4-1.
Cut the deficit to 1, 3-4.
Point.
And the ATP from Martina Frantova catching fire here early in this one. Knotted up at 4.
4-4-1. Point.
That ball did not come up. I don't know if it was spin on the serve or I don't know what that was, but Lina's looking at the ground.
5-4-1. Point.
And the run continuing here for Florida. They get to 6 first. We will have players solid. Since then, we should look to continue that as Frantova serves to get us started once again.
Again, same thing that happened earlier on in the match with Frantova. Like Rives steps in, is aggressive, and hits a really great ball, and it's a good defensive play. I love the aggression. I don't want them to stop doing that.
Side out.
That's an important side out for California. Dropped 5 in a row after that overturn on that video. Try and get that out of their head.
Great defensive play again from California. I'm going to say this. I know this sounds like a crazy thing, but I think the California women are the best defensive duo in the challenger level. Layne gets a ton of balls back. Lina does as well, and they're content just hitting ball after ball after ball from the transition zone. So great defensive point there to finish that one off.
Through the middle goes Rives.
That was a nice little one-handed backhand flick there from her. I haven't seen that from a lot of women. That was right through the middle there.
Point.
Now tied up at 6. California
6-6-2.
could take the lead here.
Point.
And 2 misses in almost the exact same spot there on that left sideline.
Right.
Florida.
I think
7-6-2.
one more, and Florida's going to be taking a timeout here. This is the windiest it's been by far, Will. I would say the gusts are now in the 15 to 20 range. And
Timeout, Florida. Timeout.
it's like I had a Magic 8 ball. Florida takes a timeout.
We do get a timeout here from Florida. We will take one ourselves as the Smash looking to stop the bleeding. California looking to close out women's doubles when we return.
Point.
It's really just been the misses kind of on the freebies that have really hurt
9-6-2.
Florida here down the stretch.
Side out.
That's what it takes to win a point in pro pickleball.
Crazy point where Martina probably thought she put away 5 of those balls, and they're just coming back.
6-9-1.
Now Florida looking to do something on serve, trailing 6-9.
That was a questionable.
serve.
I'm guessing this is going to get overturned.
Can he go 3 for 3, folks?
After review, the out call was overturned. The ball was in. Loss of a free challenge. One
Yes,
free
he
challenge
can,
remaining
and that's a
for
big one for
California.
Florida.
3 free challenges for Florida.
They keep
Resume
the side
play
out
at
on a
7-9-1.
7-9. With Rives to serve.
Time in. 7-9-1. Second serve. Seven, 9-2. Point.
Good point there from Florida, way to construct the point. California had
Martina
a little
Frantova.
bit of a mishap in the middle there, and it's funny because both women prefer their backhand. So even though Layne was about to go with her
8-9-2.
forehand, Lina took that with her two-handed backhand.
The lead cut now to just 1.
Side
Great
out.
hands there by Lina.
And even though that's one that Rives missed,
Yeah.
that's still you're still in. I feel like this has happened for Florida. You're still in an advantageous position in that rally.
Absolutely. That was the right shot. It was just, it didn't hit a winner, but it was the right shot.
9-8-1.
Great
Second
lead
serve.
there. That could have easily stayed in, especially with the swirling winds.
Another chance to get to match
9-8-2.
point here for California.
Side out.
Great side out there for Florida. Now they have the momentum. They're down 1, and they're on a 1. So that was a great side out in terms of a momentum shift for sure.
We'll see if it
8-9-1.
carries over here to serve.
Second serve.
Nice spot there from Sleeth on the backhand dink. May have made it look like she was going middle, but
8-9-2.
went outside. Caught Rives backtracking. Frantova going for the lob, just doesn't quite catch it right, and it ends up being a gimme there for Padegimaite.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be hitting too many lobs for Lina's forehand there on an overhead. She hits the ball pretty hard.
9-8-1. Point. Match point.
Missed dink gives the Black Bears game point here.
Maybe game point. 10-8-1. Second serve. Ten, 8-2. Point game 11-8.
And that is going to do it. California takes women's doubles 11-8. A tightly contested battle, but the Black Bears out in front first in this one. We're just getting started here on Toray Championship Court. Up next, we've got men's doubles. Cason Campbell
0-0-2. Side out.
Just kidding. Michael Loyd didn't want to serve first, so we're giving that serve back to Travis.
Second serve. Zero, 0-2. Point.
An interesting start here. We do see Benitez playing the left with Michael Loyd on the right.
1-0-2.
Using that reach there to just look like he would have been able to touch the net if he really wanted to on that flamingo there.
Right.
0-1-1. Point.
Okay, so they are stacking. Interesting. I have not seen Michael Loyd stack on the right very often at all. So this is an interesting strategy. That's a dink winner from Cason Campbell.
And it looks like Benitez is going to call that one wide. And Michael Loyd.
Recant the outcall.
Recanting the outcall
Second
there
serve.
from Benitez. So
1-1-2.
of course, when it's on that sideline, it can be tough to get the right angle. Loyd probably had a better look at that one.
Side out.
Yeah, that replay does show it looking like it was actually very close.
Point.
May have been worth a challenge though, to be honest. It was very close.
2-1-1. Second
comes
serve.
back to bite the Black Bears.
2-1-2. Point.
And the hands there from Cason Campbell. High octane firefight there for Florida.
Great hands there.
3-1-2. Point.
Strong start here for Florida, 4-1. They are down, so we'll certainly be looking to even the match by taking this men's doubles game.
Side out.
Yeah, I mean, the California guys are two very athletic dudes that are, you know, Loyd just hits an Ernie and Juan is able to finish off a
second serve.
A backhand flick flamingo.
Second missed serve here
1-4-2
from California.
Point. 2-4-2. Side out.
Great hands there from everybody. That was a really well constructed point. Cason's going with his roll dink, and Juan is just slice returning that backhand dink back.
4-2-1. And Campbell having played 5 matches together so far this season, 3-2 in Austin. We'll be looking to improve on that this week.
Point.
Now opening up a 5-2 lead, a chance to switch sides here with a 4-point advantage.
Second serve.
Great spot from Loyd there, barely hitting the line.
Five, 2-2. Point.
Off the net, but
change
Florida will not complain about that. We'll get the side switch here at 6-2. The smash all over it, looking to even this one up. As we see.
And he's probably excited about that.
Point.
Owen Sills, just long. The wind, I'm telling you, I know it's difficult to see on TV, but the wind just keeps swirling in different directions here.
Point.
And Campbell just all over that left side. Seems to be winning a lot of these left side dink rallies with Benitez so far in this match.
Yeah, I agree. I think they need to switch up this pattern.
And we will see if California can right the ship here. 8-2 now in favor of Florida.
Loyd hit an out ball there. Juan called it out, but he doesn't really care because he put the next one away.
Hey, all's well that ends well, right?
Right. And now California gets the ball back, and they need some points on the board here.
Second serve.
And Benitez looked like he read that speed up from Campbell, just wasn't able to get the timing right.
2-8-2.
He was actually out ahead of that one and hit it down into the net rather than over, obviously. Will, have you seen a shot like that? That was a crazy like backhand flick thing over the top of his left shoulder. That was a crazy athletic play from Cason Campbell.
Point.
Just the missed dinks not helping the effort here of the Black Bears.
9-2-1. Point.
Again, just smart there by Rettenmaier, knowing he's ahead in that exchange, knowing that Benitez is going to have to hit up on that counter. Watches it go long.
Second serve.
Great read there from Travis. He just sailed it a little bit long there.
Looking to close out this men's doubles game in style. Game point number 2 coming up now.
10-2-2. Side out.
And 2 game points saved for California. Backs against the wall.
Campbell stayed in there for Michael Loyd overhead. Not recommended if you care about your personal well-being.
Point.
Athletic play there from Michael Loyd. Was so out in front with that Ernie.
3-10-1.
Just caught Rettenmaier and Campbell off guard.
Point.
Okay, a little run here from California.
Showing
4-10-1.
signs of life, and even if it's not enough for them to get back in this men's doubles game, it could just give both guys confidence going into mixed doubles.
Serve.
Exactly. Although a net cord winner from Campbell doesn't really help that momentum.
Exactly. Just
but
the timing was
he's not going to apologize for that
No.
one for sure.
4-10-2. Side out.
Loyd looking a little frustrated with himself. He's not having the best game, I think, to
10-4-1.
his standards, and he's just looking a little frustrated. Hoping he can regroup here.
Point. Game 11-4.
And
Florida
missed
smash.
return there is going to shut the door here on men's doubles. Florida smash, take it 11-4. Nice display from first for California.
Side out.
And Jimmy Miller spoke about it in the interview we just did, kind of wanting to set Lina Padegimaite against Travis Rettenmaier.
0-0-1.
This time after putting her up against Cason Campbell when they face off in Austin. So we'll see if that has the desired
Second
effect
serve.
of the Black Bears win for California.
Yeah, great leave there for Lina. It's very difficult to leave a ball going out
0-0-2.
as you are moving forward from a return, and she was able to get it done.
Side out. Zero, 0-1.
And
Second
for the
serve.
fans at home, the wind has changed again, and the wind is at the back of the Black Bears facing the Florida smash. So
0-0-2.
I would expect to see California hit some drops rather than drives, and then Juan obviously hits a drive as soon as I say
Point.
that. But he finishes off the point with a winner.
And Juan and Lina played 4 matches together in Austin, went 3-1, so certainly
1-0-2.
developing some rapport. We'll look to continue that with a win here.
Point. Two, 0-2. Side out.
A little too aggressive there from Juan, but that's okay. I'd like to see it early on in a mixed match. I'd rather see a little bit too aggressive rather than the
0-2-1.
opposite way, because it's harder to get up. It's easier to kind of dial it back in mixed. So
Second serve.
Also kind of sets the tone early
Right.
for the rest of the match. California
0-2-2.
having dropped both mixed games when they last played Florida. Want to make a statement here today.
Point.
Will, we haven't brought it up yet, but I just want to the
1-2-2.
pink uniforms for the Black Bears are pretty fire. I love the color and love the look. I haven't seen that yet this year.
I completely
Point.
agree. It's a little different from the more kind of salmon, peach, pink they had in 2024. This one's a bit of a hotter shade of pink. Sorry, forgive me if I'm not the
2-2-2.
most technically advanced connoisseur of color. But certainly agree with you there, Eric. Just a great look. And got to give Florida some credit, too. They underwent a rebrand earlier before the season, going with the
Side
darker
out.
green. Love to see that for them. Pretty
And
sick
that
logo.
the new logo is fire for sure.
Welcome to Fashion Talk with Will and Eric.
Yeah,
2-2-1.
probably not the best duo to be doing so, but we're here.
Second serve.
Lina's got to get that drive down. If that drive stays that high, she's putting Juan in a very bad position. So they just got to clean it up a little bit. Both teams feeling each other out right now, trying to get a better feel for things. Ooh, we're talking some strategery here with Juan and Lina.
Taking full advantage of Travis tying his shoe.
2-2-2.
You know, we talk about towel timeouts on the PPA Tour. Now we're getting shoe tying timeouts.
Yeah.
Anything you can do to give yourself some extra time, potentially get ahead.
Right.
3-2-2. Point.
Just a heavy serve there from Benitez. California opening up a 2-point advantage.
4-2-2. Side out.
Good little run there for California, though. They got the momentum back for sure.
2-4-1. Point.
Great drop there from Paula. Little roll drop there that Lina thought she could take out of the air and definitely couldn't, and it got low on her.
Second serve.
Again, we see the power that Rives has. I mean, it's just kind of effortless power. Now it's just a matter of kind of trying to contain that.
Right.
3-4-2. We called it out. Point.
That one called wide by Rettenmaier as Rives going for the ATP. Knotted up at 4.
4-4-2. Point.
The wind is carrying that ball out from Lina to Paula. She's got to make the adjustment there and keep the ball kind of more middle, I would say.
We've seen a lot of players kind of missing that in that same spot, right on that right sideline.
Point. Timeout change in. 6-4-2.
I mean, she could have went 3 different spots, and she found Juan's right hip because he caught the ball there. That was really great play.
Little off speed there from Paula Rives, and 6-4 lead here in mixed doubles game.
6-4-2.
Side out scoring 2-11 by 2. Feels like forever ago, but we do get a tweener in there from Juan Benitez. Somehow keeps the point going.
Yeah, I felt like California had to win that one after Benitez's tweener.
I mean, you got the style points. Now give me the actual side out.
Second serve.
And Travis Rettenmaier following that up with some magic of his own, shall we say.
He's actually apologizing.
4-6-2.
Is he, though?
I don't know how much he means it, but he did apologize twice.
Point.
Nice recovery there from Padegimaite. Looked like she was in a suspect position after not really being able to execute that poach.
They were playing in a power I formation there, which is not recommended in pickleball. Football, fine. Pickleball, not great. But they were able to recover and win that point.
We'll see if we can get Riley Newman out here.
Yeah.
Maybe play some more I formation.
6-5-1.
Serve goes back to Florida, 6-5.
Point.
The lead back up to 2 now.
7-5-1.
For the smash.
Foot fault, left foot.
You hate to see the push-off foot fault call.
Did not reestablish that foot positioning
Timeout,
before hitting
California,
the overhead.
8-5-1.
And that is going to bring us to a timeout here for California. We will take a
5-1. Second serve.
California gets the missed third out of the timeout.
Yeah, I think California really needs to target Rives. I think Travis is seeing way too many balls in this match, and that's why they're up big. So California needs to be playing the ball to Rives, and 2 really quick side points, and now side out for California. They have a little bit of momentum here.
In case in point right there, just love what you said, Eric. Travis Rettenmaier trying to come over and cover because he saw the third going to Rives, but then Benitez reads it perfectly, goes back behind Rettenmaier. What a call there from Eric Tice.
Point.
And 2 in a row. All of a sudden, it is a 1-point game.
7-8-1. Point.
I'm guessing the timeout. Yep.
Timeout, Florida
calls
Smash,
timeout.
8-1.
Will, we cannot stress enough how important momentum is in pickleball, right? It's always a game of runs. We talk about it all the time in the booth. So
8-8-1.
every point is more important.
And Benitez had a chance to put it away. Thought he was doing something slick by letting it go.
That landed clearly on the line, or maybe even inside the line. So
8-8-2.
Unfortunate for him.
Point.
And Benitez letting Travis Rettenmaier hear it after that one as California now takes the lead. 9-8-2 now.
9-8-2. Point.
Yeah.
The run continues.
Yeah, I'd like to see California targeting Rives. She is in her first
10-8-2.
event here, and so easy pop-up winner there for Benitez.
Game point now.
Point. Game 11-8.
California takes it. They close it with a 6-point run. Take the first mixed doubles game 11-8. Good win for Juan Benitez and Lina Padegimaite. Up next, we've got our final mixed doubles match. Martina Frantova and Cason Campbell taking on Layne Sleeth and Lina Padegimaite in that one. California serving to start us off.
Point.
A little sorry, not sorry there from Michael Loyd off the tag.
1-0-2. Point.
Loyd's just crashing with like no abandon. His paddle is down.
2-0-2.
He's just sprinting up to the kitchen line. He doesn't really care what happens on
Point.
Layne's ball. I love it. He's just going.
And just a nightmare start here for Florida.
3-0-2.
Missed return makes it 3-0 on the first side out.
Side out.
Great ball there from Cason. I was very surprised Frantova didn't put that ball away. She just kind of dinked the ball, and it was very high. I'm surprised she didn't go after that one, but
0-3-1.
the rally worked out for them.
Gets them a serve, gets them a chance to earn some points.
Second serve. Zero, 3-2. Side out.
Missed third there from Campbell, gives the serve back to California.
3-0-1. Point.
Loyd, one of the better movers on tour. If he sees a ball that is getting dinked from the middle to his outside and it's high at all, he's going to earn that and put it away.
4-0-2.
Great dink.
Side out.
Cason really does have a very good two-handed backhand roll dink that it puts the other player across court from him under a ton of pressure.
0-4-1. Second
We
serve.
saw that there with Michael Loyd. I mean, a lot of topspin on that on that roll dink, like you were saying, and Loyd kind of unable to handle it.
0-4-2.
Even if that was going to go over the net, it still wasn't going to be an offensive dink.
Nope, he's calling it out. Okay.
And
Point.
for the second time, we see Michael Loyd overturn his own teammate's out call. That one from up here did look pretty comfortably in.
1-4-2.
Yeah, it's two things on that. It's very good sportsmanship from Loyd, but also strategically, if he saw it for sure in, you want to call that because then you keep your challenge, your free challenge.
Side out.
Oh yeah, that ball was definitely
4-1-1.
in. So good call by Loyd.
Point.
Just the reactions from everyone in that hands battle.
Yeah, great hands from Loyd.
5-1-1.
Cason has a very good speed up, Will, but the thing is, I think
Second
as he
serve.
progresses in his doubles game, I'd like to see him mix that up and disguise that a little bit
5-1-2.
better. You can tell from a mile away he's about to speed the ball up. So if he can make that start looking closer to a dink, I think he'll see more success in doubles.
Point. Timeout, change in, 6-1-2.
We will go to a side switch here with to 25.
Time in.
Felt like in those matches you had a lot longer
6-1-2.
to try and come back. Now everything is so quick. Let's see if Florida can find a way.
Point.
And that's certainly not going to help the effort.
Nope.
Seven, 1-2. Point. Eight, 1-2. Side out.
Off the net, a crucial side out there for Florida. Still trailing by 7.
Yeah, it's go time here for Florida. I would, if I'm Florida, I'm looking to get at least 4 points in this particular rally.
Point.
You get one right there,
Yeah.
Cason Campbell with a vengeance.
Two, 8-1. Point.
Campbell really bringing the pressure here.
Through the middle goes Cason Campbell.
3-8-1. Point.
Timeout here potentially, Eric?
I would have taken one. I'm guessing they're going one more.
4-8-1.
If they don't win a point here, California's taking a timeout.
Second serve.
That one called long by Loyd. Second serve now for Florida.
4-8-2. Side out.
I guess it looks like it paid off, not calling that time out. California gets the serve back. Their lead a little smaller than it was before, but still
8-4-1.
certainly in the driver's seat as they look to close this one out.
Point.
Wow.
It looked like Campbell had a good look at a high
He did.
forehand.
Loyd was beat. The ball was behind him, and he was still able to hit a
9-4-1.
forehand counter.
Second serve. Nine, 4-2. Side out.
That one right in the wheelhouse of Martina
Yeah,
Frantova.
Martina just hit that ball a million miles an hour. She read that well, and I don't think anybody in the world's getting that one back.
4-9-1.
4-9.
Oh, she got caught. Martina sitting backhand, went to her forehand. She wasn't able to catch up to that one.
4-9-2.
Good spot there.
Side out.
What a volley from Michael.
She kept it so low over the net. The slice made it difficult for Campbell to hit an effective 5th shot.
Point.
Just what a shot there from Layne Sleeth.
That's her go-to.
It was a reset that had backspin that somehow was dipping into the kitchen line. Now all of a sudden we were at match point California.
Second serve.
But Martina says no way. No. Not yet.
10-4-2. Point, game, and
Finished
match.
with a
California
counter
Black Bear.
from Layne Sleeth. California Black Bears take it 3-1 over the Florida Smash, opening up our coverage here of Edward Jones MLP San Clemente. We'll talk to two members of the winning team when we return from break here in sunny Southern California.
For your winners of this match, the
Black Bears with us now down on Torrey Championship Court. Michael Loyd and Layne Sleeth, thanks so much for joining us. Michael, I'll start with you. First event with a new team. You were traded here to California. Just talk about the experience of playing with this team and getting acclimated to a new environment.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they made it super easy. Everybody on the squad, super welcoming, really professional about all of it, but it's also super fun. Juan and I are basically becoming best friends, going on beach dates, hanging out, and then Layne, if I just get out of her way, she does everything for me, so of course we're going to be happy.
And Layne, Eric Tice here. Your defensive prowess is probably some of the best in challenger level. Talk to me about you playing defense, and do you pride yourself on the defense you play?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a defensive player coming from tennis also. I think it's just because I'm super athletic, so I really like to play defense, but trying to add in some offense when I can. But yeah, it's a huge part of my game.
And Michael had a tough loss in men's doubles. Talk about what it took to rebound in mixed, especially with the pressure of closing out the match in regulation.
Not much, honestly. I mean, Juan and I just got off of there. We're like, hey, we're still the man. Both of us were still fired up, and just, it's our first one. You're going to have a tough loss sometimes, and we knew we've got, the best girls in Challenger to help us get those mixed wins, so all good.
Well, plenty more matches for this squad coming up this weekend in San Clemente. Michael and Layne, thanks so much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And we are nowhere near finished here on Torrey Champions.